Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. I'm still here. Didn't get to do a podcast this past weekend because I was busy sewing and revising my blog, which I'm still working on. Both of those things. Plus I started back class this week. I teach drafting for my real job. So that is back. I was out last week. Didn't get to record or do as much as I thought I was going to do. But anyway, we're not getting into all of that. I'm recording this today. Just say hey y'all. Let y'all know I'm still here. And I wanted to show you the new bags I just put up in the shop and the bags coming up in the shop. I need to do a yarn club review, and I will be doing a podcast this coming weekend, so I'm not sure when those two will happen, so bear with me as I try to reorganize things, because that's kind of what I'm doing. I had to stand back a moment, reassess things, see what direction I'm headed in, that kind of thing, you know. But I'll talk more about that in my podcast. So right now I'm going to show you the bags that I just put in the shop. I did share them on Instagram and my Facebook page, so you may have seen them already, but I'm going to show you them now. And each set, I figured out finally that if I order a yard of, you may hear my dog snoring. She's on the floor over there. So just so you know, that's what that noise is if you hear it. A yard, what did I say? A yard of exterior fabric, yard of interior fabric, and like 2 fat quarters or a half yard, something like that, yields me 2 large bags, a mini bag, and a pouch. So that's probably what you're going to be seeing now out of the fabrics I pick, because that's an easy way for me to get things out. Anyway, let's take a look at the bags first, okay? So the first print I'm going to show you is this fun. I really love this print. It has all kinds of animals on it. We'll see more in the bigger one. They all have sunglasses, and they have a splotchy paint background, and it's all trimmed in this. If they have a trim at the top, it's this zebra print, and the zippered bags have the stoppers or zebra print, and any pockets on the inside are zebra print. So something new. Has this blue speckly interior. But look at this, y'all. I realized, especially instead of sewing in a label on some of these, I can just stamp my stamp right on the fabric. Saves me so much time. Now my big bags will still definitely have the sewn in tag, because I feel like it's just more, you can see it more, you know, in a big bag. The little bags, so if the fabric will allow, it'll be stamped in there, because it just saves me a little bit of time. So I have, in this print, I have a mini maker bag, and these are just a slight bit shorter, like half an inch shorter or something like that, but they're still, you can still put, I've seen some people put yarn cakes in here to hold it together as they pull from the center. I had someone ask if they would hold crochet hooks. They do hold crochet hooks. You can stick them down in there and other kinds of things like that, and just zip it on up if you prefer that. They're useful for holding like small amigurumi projects as you go, or socks. So these are useful for all kinds of little things. So there's the mini maker bag, and here is a maker pouch. Now, in the past I've made these with box bottoms, and I will still make some with box bottoms. But when I do these like this is easier for me to get through. So when I have, sometimes I buy, like if I have random leftovers and stuff from different things, I like to make the box bottom ones. But this is still a nice size pouch. I think this is 8 by 9.5. So these will all be quilted. I used this really neon yellow to quilt on this one. Look at these fun animals. They're so cute. I love it. And like I said, the zipper tab will be in the fabric that matches all the trim. And then these come with a smaller maker charm. Let's turn it this way so we can see it. This is a little jeweled flower. So this has the smaller hook, the 12mm hook, the pouches. So all nylon zippers, and this will have the same color on the inside and the ribbon tab. I put that in there. You can do whatever. Some people use it as a yarn guide, like in the mini maker bag, or you can use one of those mini book rings and clip your stitch markers to it, whatever you need it for. Okay, so that's the maker pouch mini maker bag. Then out of this print, I also have my regular size maker bag with the drawstring. And these have, like I said, these will have the labels. I got my tab a little long, it's hanging over my label, but these will have the sewn in labels. They also have the pockets that stretch across the whole bag. You get 3 in the center there that are good for hooks, pencils, pens, whatever you want to put in there. Knitting needles, circular knitting needles. I have a knitting project in a bag just like this, and when I'm not knitting, I stick my needles down in the little thing. Then it has 2 larger pouches on each side. And then this is drawstring, like I said. This is a good size bag. You can fit a lot in here. I have my knitting sweater project in it. Now I don't have all the yarn in it. No, that's the wrong bag. That's my zippered one. What did I have in there? Nothing in there right now because I just finished that project. But anyway, they hold, this will hold a good bit of yarn. And then in this print, I also have a zippered maker bag. Okay, this has the quilted sides. It is the same size as this bag. This bag just has this 1-inch extension for the drawstring, but the body of the bag is the same size. It has a handle. It has the nylon zipper and the ends, and they all come with a maker charm. And these are the 16mm lobster clasps on these. So the pouches have the smaller lobster clasps. Hard to say. And these zippered maker bags have the bigger lobster clasp. Okay, so this looks pretty much like the drawstring maker bag on the inside because it is the same, as I said. The difference between the two: same size body, drawstring, no batting, lining, or handle, because the drawstring kind of serves as a handle. If you're toting it around, you're most likely going to close it, I would assume. So this is a pretty basic bag. It does have the pockets. This one is quilted, has a handle, zipper, charm, pocket. So they are the same size bag, but this one costs more. So let's just talk about that for a minute. This one's $30. This one's $20 because a lot more work goes into this one because I quilt it and I put those zippers in with the tabs, and it has a charm and a handle. This is a basic bag, but it does have pockets, a drawstring. Okay, so that is what I have in that print. And in all these prints I'm going to show you, it is the same. Okay, I have a drawstring maker bag, a zipper maker bag, a mini maker bag, and a zippered pouch. Anything with the zippered pouch comes with a smaller maker charm, and the zippered maker bag comes with a larger maker charm. Okay, so that's one kind of set I put in there. They're sold separately, but they coordinate. All right, so this next one is mermaid themed. It's really pretty. So there's the mermaids all sorts of mermaids on the bag. You can see them. Some little jellyfish. This one has a star maker charm, and on the inside we have a mermaid scale print, and we have this pocket in this pretty floral with a blue striped kind of trim. Okay, so there I have that set, those sets. So I have this one, and I have a drawstring one. Now this drawstring one has something a little extra. It's got zigzag around the top edge. That's because when I was doing the final stitch around the top, the last thing I had to do besides put the drawstring in, my sewing machine decided to have a fit, and it chewed up a couple of holes in some of the interior, and going over it with a zigzag was the perfect solution to hold that in place and keep it from it didn't affect the integrity of the bag because I put the zigzag stitch on, but I think it looks kind of cool with the zigzag around the edge. So I have the zippered one and the drawstring one, and then of course I have the mini and the pouch. These all have the same lining on the interior, the same trim, and this has this little charm here. It has a little diamondy looking thing on the inside, and it looks like a flower thing on the outside. Okay, so that's one set. The last one that I've recently put in the shop is watermelons. These are cool because they look like quilt fabric on the watermelons themselves. So I thought these were really cute. I didn't have anything watermelon-y for this, so I put a pineapple maker charm on here. I have these for sale separately in my shop too, but I took one of them to put on this this bag. So these bags have a watermelon interior. Look at that. It looks like a watermelon, a very, very ripe watermelon with little black dots. And these have, this is the trim. It's like a appley green with these little circles made out of dots. And then this one has a red with white dot trim at the top. Now, the only difference between this one and the drawstring one is that the trim at the top of the pocket is gingham in the drawstring one. That's just because I didn't have enough of one to do both, so I did them a little different. So that's the only difference in that. And then of course I've got, now these smaller bags are sewn in because it didn't show up really good on this fabric in the background, my stamp. So I have the mini maker bag, and then I have the zip pouch, and this zip pouch has a, it's like a lollipop charm on it. Okay, so those are the ones I just put into the shop, I think Sunday evening. Yeah, I thought I would get them in there Saturday evening, but I did not. So now I have 6 more sets that will be coming up in the shop, and I'm gonna try to work on them during the week and get them out before the end of the week, most of them. So we'll see how that goes because I got school. Okay, so first up, and now I'll have the same size bags in each of these prints. So I'm going to show you. So I'm not going to show you the prints in each size. I'm just going to show you what's going on. So I have this fun ice cream print in dark blue background. It will have, this is the lining, which I thought looked like melted ice cream, and it is shimmery. Well, you can see it a little bit, but it has a shimmer to it. So that will be the lining. And like I said, I'll have one of each type of bag I showed you before in that print. All right, move out the way. Next, I think something stuck to my bag. It did. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to show you the quilted. That's what I should have done on that one. They just look a little different than the ones that aren't quilted, but still fun. So this is a chicken one. I just liked it. And I took the time to do this fancy stitching down this pouch, which took way longer than it should have, but it looks like chicken feet prints, which goes along with the lining, which is chicken feet print. It's like a retro chicken fabric. I really like it. Y'all, my theme for this summer in the shop is 80s throwback, but summer fun. So this is not exactly 80s, but the colors are bright. I just thought it was summer fun. I thought it was fun and cute. So next we have, now these will have slightly different linings depending on what size it is, because I ran out of lining and I had to do different things for each of this. So this is got the lemurs on it, which I think is so cool, in the black and white. Yeah. And then this one has this lining, which is just a circly print and pink and teal. And then this one will have this lining. That's the mini pouch. And then the Maker drawstring pouch will have this lining, and the Maker zippered bag will have this lining, which is this has a shimmer to the dots on that. So this will actually all have different linings, but that's the only one really like that. There's a pin in there and I stuck my finger on it. Alright. That's because I had one of these fabrics. I actually wound up buying more than a yard because there was only a little bit left. I said, just give me the rest of it, and that's why it was that dot fabric. That's why that worked out that way weird for that bag set. Because I had used it for another bag set. Anyway, let's keep moving along. So, the next three are Tulip pink fabrics, which I was super excited to get those at a price that I could do for the bags. I have this print, which has the unicorn and like the sea serpent, and there is a swan on there somewhere. There he is right there. Yeah. And this has, because this is like pink and orange, y'all. This is like a pink and orange, pinks and orange and corals. There might be bordering on a purple right there. But I have this orange, it has the silvery dots on it. That's what's going to be the lining. Now, I will say, in this particular print, someone has already reserved the zippered pouch and the zippered maker bag. So, only the mini maker bag and the drawstring maker bag will be available in this print. So, and the next one is the same print in a different colorway. So this is in purples and blues. It has the same print, it's just different colors. And now all of them will have this, which is the blue with the iridescent silver dots for the lining, except for the maker pouch, which will have this, the zippered maker pouch, yeah, this one. Because I ran out of the blue dot. That was because I wasn't thinking about the fact that it just happened. It's fine. It still goes together. So then I have one more set going into the shop. Come on. And this is a Tulip pink print as well. It has these are butterflies, but when you look far away, it looks like an owl face on it. It's really cool. So now these, this fabric I already had, so I didn't have enough to do all of the lining in this fabric. Most of it's going to be this silvery dot print. I really like those with the iridescent silver on it. They're very soft too still. So, but except the maker pouch, which will have this in it. Okay. So, those are the ones coming up sometimes between now and the end of the week, depending on how many I get finished. I am not going to be sewing all weekend again this weekend. I was sewing all weekend. Well, last week I went to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta Sunday evening and Monday. And then the rest of the week I sewed, except July 4th. I sat and crocheted and knitted and watched Stranger Things 3. That's what I did. But I was going to show you, because I got to get these packed up so I can ship it out. You've heard me talk about Sandra's bags. I finally finished them. And she's already seen pictures, so it's not something she hadn't seen if she's watching. But let's see. She won one of my traveling maker bags, which I haven't put any in the shop. We'll talk about that in a minute. But so this is it. She had picked out this print for a mega maker bag that she ordered. She wanted it in this fabric. So then when she wound up winning a custom made traveling maker bag, I was like, we could make it to match, and she said that's fine. So that's what I did. So this is a traveling maker bag. Now the handles on this, I showed y'all one of these before, but I had made the handle really long so it could cross over, but it was for me. So this is just a very standard length handle. This did have a charm on it, but I've already taken it off to pack up. So these bags, whenever I get some in the shop, this is what they look like on the inside. I found this fabric for this one that's like, it's hard to tell, but it's like wood. It's like wood flooring, but a pale wood flooring almost is what it kind of looks like. And these have the pockets all the way across the interior, but because they're bigger, they have 4 slots for hooks, needles, pens, pencils, whatever. And then they have the 2 bigger ones on each side. But this bag is much bigger. I'm going to show you in comparison to my maker bag. You can see, because when I cut this is like 17 by 14. This is 17 by 21. So there's a big difference in the size. This is a very large bag. Now I call this a traveling maker bag because this is like a purse. I quilt them. I don't put stiff interfacing in them, but this is a cotton velveteen that I quilted, and then this is an upholstery fabric on the outside. So they're pretty hefty bags, okay? And then this one has a zipped pouch on a zip pocket on the other side. And I like to put a contrasting. This is almost a wood grain too, but it has gold in it. So that's why I call this a traveling maker bag. Take it with you when you go. You can keep your projects in there, maybe in some of the smaller bags or pouches, just saying. And then you can also carry your other stuff in there and be prepared when you go traveling. So that is the one that she won, that's a custom bag. Now, I had so many troubles with these bags. I don't know what it was about these bags. Every time I worked on them, I messed something up. I used my seam ripper so much on these bags. That's why it took me so long to get them done. I don't know why. I don't know why. But then, anyway, here's her coordinating mega maker bag. Now, this is blurry. Okay, the bottom of this is the same height as this, minus the little bit where I put the zipper in. So this portion is the same size as that portion of this. This is, yeah. On the Mega Maker bag though, this extension, which is like 6 inches, and I put corded drawstring in it. So again, this is a heavy duty bag, and you can use it like a duffel. So it has this on it. It also has the pockets and the tab all the way across. Okay, this is one thing. It's the same amount of pockets though, but my pockets got off, my little slots got off centered, but it's the same amount of pockets. Yeah, so this is great. These bags are great for Afghan projects. Look at how the bottom did. I didn't even do that on purpose. I think that's really cool. They are meant for big projects, or you certainly use it as a duffel bag to tote your clothes in if you're going somewhere, or laundry day, or whatever you want to use it for. If it's your bag, you can use it what you want to. Just know that if you use it to hold something super heavy, it's not really intended for that, like trying to tote bowling balls around. Probably don't want to use this bag for that. But anyway, so these are Sandra's bags, which I'm fixing to pack up. Sandra, when you see this, these will already be packed up, and be in the mail tomorrow because my mail's already run today. So 2 other things I've put into the shop. 2 new types of maker charms. This one is a cactus. Be still so it will focus. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Moved my hand and then it focused, and then it went unfocused. Anyway, I think you get the idea. Now the flower, it's got the same dimpled dot look on the side, the back side, but the flower is not imprinted on both sides. And I have these with this earring, this round earring lever back, and I have it with the 16mm lobster clasp. I'm trying real hard not to say lobster claw, y'all. And just remember, these right here, if you buy 2 of them, you can use them like earrings. If you buy the earring back, you don't have to use it as a stitch marker. I wouldn't put these on a zipper though. Now the lobster claw ones you can certainly put on a zipper, but I also have these. I had it on one of the bags, but I also have these sold separately with either this or the lobster claw. Now if you get in there and you see that I only have earring backs left and you want a lobster claw, I did it again, a lobster clasp, just send me a message and I will change it out for you. It's not a big deal. I just usually do half of them with the, see, this is the big lobster clasp. I do half of them with that, half of them with the other. Some prefer one way, some prefer the other way. I happen to like both. I use them for different things. Okay, so drink of water. It's taking longer than I thought. That's okay though. Upcoming things in the shop. I plan on trying to get the rest of this done by the end of this week, so I don't have to look at it again or sew bags for a while. Mid to end of August will be my next update in the shop. I will be having lots of leftover pouches and things. I have lots of scraps that I need to use up, y'all. I will not be making any. I had to take a Notion pouches where I did the curved zipper. I probably won't do any more of those because it takes so long to put that zipper in when it's curved like that. It just is a much longer process than when I put in the straight zippers. It's not, I mean, I've done it enough that it's not super hard to do, but you have to go slow with it because it's not going to work if you don't. So I still save the squares I cut out of my bags, but I got an idea of what I'm going to do with those, so look for those. There will be Makers leftover pouches coming, totes, which I haven't done any in a while, but there'll be totes. I have some totes in there right now, but they are market totes is what I'm calling them, because they have no pockets in them. There's just a basic tote with a canvas outside and a slippery fabric inside. They're only $15 though, y'all. Haven't sold any yet though. But if they don't sell before their listing time comes to renew, I'll probably take them out and just give them as gifts to people for Christmas. So those are still in there. I got sidetracked, y'all. I thought I was gonna bring in here what's still in the shop, but it's in the other room. I need to get done with this. So I have one Care Bear bag left and one video game bag left. The others are sold. I have maybe 2 zippered maker pouches and one drawstring maker pouch that is in there from previous times that's on sale for 15% off. Okay. I have a few things that are 20% off that have been in there too long, and if they don't sell before my sale is over at the end of this is getting all jumbled up. Let's start over from the top so this makes sense. Okay. I'm having a sale in my shop. There is 15% off of bags that were in the shop before I did this last update. 20% off of, I think there's one bag left in there that's 20% off. And a few stitch markers sets. So those are 20% off because I'm just trying to get them out. If they don't sell before the end of July, they will be gone. I'm not going to put them back in there again. And then, now my new stuff is not on sale, but if you order $30 worth of merchandise, you can pick a free maker charm. Just look in the shop and tell me which one you want. I have a code in there, but sometimes it doesn't work if you buy things that are on sale. So if you have trouble with that, just let me know. As long as your total before taxes and shipping is $30, you can get a free maker charm. Not a set, just a single maker charm. So you can pick which one you want. If you spend $50, you can get a free maker charm plus a notions pouch to match, which means if you do that, I'll probably send you a message and tell you it may take a little longer to ship because I'll have to make it, because I plan on making it to coordinate with your bag if you buy a bag. So yeah, so that's the sales that's going on in my shop through the end of July. Okay. In August, mid-August to late August, I will have another update. That will be for a bunch of Makers leftover pouches of different sizes. Those always come in different sizes. Totes, and these will be the quilted totes with pockets, not the totes like I have in there right now, which was just an idea I had. Decided to throw it out there. Okay. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. So totes, and I'm hoping, I'm not gonna promise to have. Okay, something weird just happened with my camera, my phone, what I'm recording on. It just cut me off. But anyway, what I was saying is in August, I don't know what all it cut out, so I can't look back yet. So in August, I will have Makers leftover pouches, totes with the pockets, quilted totes with pockets. I will also have, hopefully, some more mega maker bags and traveling maker bags, which I haven't been put in the shop yet. So if you think you want one of those things, you can contact me and let me know. Now, I can't show you the fabrics I have to do that yet, but I'm hoping to have them in there by August. If not, it may be September before I get the bigger bags back in the shop. I've sold out of all the bigger bags, which is wonderful. But now, my Mega Maker bag is $50. My traveling maker bag I haven't put a price on yet. There's a little more work into that because it has zippers in it. Zippers always take longer. And it has handles. So I haven't priced that yet. But it's going to be at least $50 or better. Now, something else I wanted to say. I got an email from Etsy. They're really pushing the free shipping thing. Or at least free shipping if you spend over $35. So I've got to look into that and assess things, because they're not saying you have to do it. They're saying that they will promote you more if you do it. And when somebody is looking for something in their search engines, you're more likely to be on that front page if you provide free shipping, or free shipping if you spend $35 or more. So, I cannot pay for everybody's shipping, certainly. But what that would mean is that I would have to incorporate the price of shipping into the price of my bags and balance it in such a way. So what I'm trying to say is that the price of my bags may be going up after the end of July. But I don't plan on making it go up just... I know about what it costs to ship these things. I'm going to kind of split it a little bit, if that makes any sense. So the price will go up on the bags, but it won't go up to an extent where you're like, well, I'm paying for shipping anyway. But you are kind of... Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I just want to let y'all know that, because I don't want it to just happen and not say anything about it, because it's something I've really got to look into, because I don't want to lose... The whole point of me having my stuff on Etsy is because it has a big audience, and I don't want to lose potential customers because they're promoting the free shipping, the people who ride free shipping more. If that makes sense. So I've got to look at it. So there will most likely be a price increase coming at the end of July, so that I can accommodate that. And I don't know yet if I'm going to accommodate it in a way where I can give all free shipping, or if I'm going to do the free shipping you spend $35 or more. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it. This went way longer than I thought it would. That's because I hadn't gotten to talk to y'all in so long. I really hadn't. But hopefully I get to do another video. I'm hoping to get to do a couple more videos this week. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to have to let y'all go, because I got to pack up stuff. And I've got to edit this video and get it uploaded. And I need to really keep working on my blog. If you're signed up for my newsletter, there are changes on the blog. If you haven't noticed, my website, I did a makeover on it. So you should go take a look. There's always a link down below. And as I tell everybody, if you really want to follow someone and they have their own website, you should sign up for email from their website, because that is their website. They control what goes on the website and what you see. Whereas when if you only follow them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube even, or any other social outlet, then they're always changing the algorithms of those things, and you can only, sometimes you'll stop seeing somebody, which they try to say is based on what you look at, but I mean, I don't feel like it is sometimes. But either way, they control what you're seeing. Really, you have a certain amount of control over it, but if they decide to stop it tomorrow, it's gone. It's their platform. So anyway, I always encourage you to follow, if someone has a personal website, to follow that, because I'm making some big changes to my website. I've reorganized things and put things in category. So y'all go over there and take a look. I hope to eventually have my bags through my website and not Etsy, or not just Etsy, maybe. I don't know. I didn't want to deal with all that building a storefront and stuff yet, but maybe by next year I can do that. So I'm still working on it, so if things look a little funny, that would be why, but I think it's looking pretty good. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. I just completely lost my train of thought, but go take a look at my new website. That's what I was saying. I will see y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and go before I keep rambling on and on, because I really got other stuff I need to do.